Hey everybody, Shoebox Legends here. Thanks for joining me today for another episode. Gonna just take a quick look this morning at a few shiny Xander Bogaerts cards. So I've shown quite a bit so far in the early history of the channel from my ever-expanding Xander Bogaerts collection. Been my favorite player since 2013. And today I have 5 cards to look at, although a couple of them are dupes, as we'll see. I picked up multiple copies of one of these cards, and they do have a theme. But before we get to those, time to check in on my promise here on the channel to post a never shown before Alex Ovechkin card for every goal that he scores in the current NHL season. So he is continuing to play and to score at a torrid pace. He is up to 9 goals now, which is the most in the league by a 2-goal margin over any other player. And he's at 9 goals in just 9 games played, which is incredible. When we last left off on the countdown, I had shown 7 cards for his 7 goals. So I have 2 more today to catch us up and get us current. The first one is very similar to some of what we saw in the last episode, in that it is a team color matching shiny card. So this is from 2017 O-Pee-Chee Platinum, which I said I've talked about many times before. It is the Red Prism Alex Ovechkin. So this is very similar to the Prism that you see in the world of Topps baseball refractors, P-R-I-S-M, not Z-M, as in Panini Prism. And this just looks really nice, obviously, because of the team color matching red. You really can't go wrong with a red Ovechkin card. And as a bonus, this particular season of O-Pee-Chee Platinum, the Reds were serial numbered out of 199. So we've got copy 73 out of 199. Nice shiny red Ovie there. This came courtesy of ComC, as many of the Ovechkins that I've shown off recently did. I'm not sure exactly when I picked it up, but only recently stumbled across it in the box and thought I would take it out for today's episode. And then secondly, for his 9th goal of the year, have a card here. This is an insert that came in recently from Sport Lots, and it's from the 2012 Panini Elite set, and it's an intensity insert. And it's going to be very obvious what I enjoy about these, and that is the fact that they are acetate see-through cards. These are serial numbered out of 500, so not, super tough, but somewhat rare with just, 500 of these floating around out there. That sounds like a big number, but we're coming up on, a decade now or 10 years since this set was released, and you just don't run across these all that often. And this is, above all else, sort of an example of shopping around to find the best price and how that can be beneficial. So if you were to look on ComC, and I haven't checked this morning here when I'm shooting the video, but I looked a few days ago, and I want to say the cheapest example of this Ovie insert card on ComC is something like $16, which honestly is not that surprising given, his stature as a player and the fact that it's a serial numbered card from relatively early in his career. However, on Sport Lots, I was able to take this guy home for $2 with $1.02 postage. So, just an example of price shopping and taking your time in the hobby, doing a little bit of research before you pull the trigger on something. Pretty much got that for a small fraction of, what I would have paid for that same card on ComC. So there's your Ovechkin update, and now let's get to some Bogaerts cards. So the cards that we're going to look at today represent his first 3 Topps Chrome Sapphire cards. So I adore these. I've shown these atomic quote-unquote sapphire parallels on the channel many times since I kicked things off here, and really happy to add the ones that we're going to look at today. This is from the 2016 set here, which is the first year they did Topps Chrome Sapphire. And what's cool about these were released as a factory set only. These weren't pack issued like the modern Topps Chrome Sapphire stuff. So the only way you could get this card is if you were one of the 250 people lucky enough to be able to purchase one of the complete factory sets of Topps Chrome Sapphire. So these are getting tough. I mean, when you think about the fact that only 250 sets were made to begin with, odds are at least a handful of folks that ordered those sets have probably kept them complete or as a complete set. And so there's probably an even smaller number than 250 in terms of singles of early Chrome Sapphire that are floating around out there. So I scored this one, way back in the day, years back, courtesy of ComC, but only recently stumbled across it when going through a ComC box and doing some organizing, and thought that was a good opportunity to do this video. And the reason being, I have some of his other Topps Chrome Sapphire here as well. So from the second year of the Sapphire release, here's his 2017 Topps Chrome Sapphire. And before we move on to this one more cool thing that I should say about the 2016, Xander is not in the regular Topps Chrome set in 2016. So he actually got skipped in both 2015 and 2016. So his rookie card is in 2014 Topps Chrome, but then his next standard Topps Chrome card is this 2017. So this 2016 Sapphire Bogarts is like one of the only Chrome versions of a 2016 Bogarts that exists out there. And I think that's kind of cool. I think the Sapphire cards kind of carry a little bit of extra oomph for guys who are not in the base Chrome set and only appeared in Sapphire. For 2017, the card that we're looking at here, Xander did finally make his way back into the standard Topps Chrome release, and he was also obviously in Sapphire, and that's the card that you see here. Just like with the 2016 that we saw a moment ago, the second year that these were released, it is known and confirmed that there were only 250 copies created of each card. So this is a pretty rare one to go along with the 2016. And then the last card that I have, it's not very hard to predict here since I kind of gave it away during the intro, but we have his 2018 Topps Chrome Sapphire. Now, this is a card that I think I've already shown on the channel before. I have one copy of this, or had one copy of this in my Xander Z Folio, but I found a seller online who actually had a lot of 3 of these and had it on my watch list for some time. He was asking $12 for the lot of 3, which is actually pretty reasonable, $4 a card, but worked with the seller, had a little bit of back and forth offers, and eventually arrived at an agreed upon price of $9 for this lot of 3. So at $3 per, I just couldn't miss an opportunity to scoop up 3 more Sapphire cards here of my favorite player, even if they are doubles. They're going to look pretty darn nice in the Xander Z Folio laid out, and I think that was $9, well spent for my player collection. I don't know what the confirmed print run is for 2018, or if there even is a confirmed print run. I will say sort of anecdotally that while the first 2 sets are confirmed to 250, and the modern sets are certainly produced at a much higher rate than that, I think the 2018 release is maybe closer to 250 or 400, somewhat rare compared to 2019 and onwards, where they started kind of, at least in my opinion, printing up a little bit more of these. So there's a nice trio of 2018 Sapphire Bogarts. We've got his 2017 and 16, so that's a nice 3-year span of Sapphire Bogarts cards to kick off that set. And I really enjoy those, and happy you tuned in to share them with me this morning. So there's a little bit of Xander and a little bit of Alexander to start your day here on this Tuesday. Appreciate you stopping by. I will certainly be back in the near future with some more sports card content. Until then, please enjoy collecting, stay safe, and take care.